Oh shit. What's up y'all, how y'all doing? Today I'll be comparing all the type of arcs that I've made till this day, and I'm gonna be telling which type of arc is the most dangerous one. And I'm not kidding. So viewer discretion is advised. And while doing so, don't try this at home because these kind of voltages might be dangerous, and definitely do not show your kids this video. Oh, before I start, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment anything down below. Then let's get to it. I was going back to my previous videos that I used to make like early on, and I was counting how many types of arcs that I was making because I wanted to make a video about them. You see, there are mainly 4 types of such arcing that to this day that I made. It is my most favorite project of them all. It has given me a bigger arc than any project that I ever made. Ouch. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I gotta stop doing that. Anyway, now I want to say a little about this type of arc. You see, when dealing with such kind of power or such kind of electricity, we account for 3 properties of any type of electric current. The first one is voltage. It is a measure of potential difference, as you all know. In my definition, as I call it, how much penetration ability does it have, if you know what I'm saying. The second one is current. How much electrons are traveling inside it. That's what I give my definition for. But the official definition is how much flow of charge are in a given time. But I can simply just say how many bullets are flying. That's the definitions that I chose. And the third one, ladies and gentlemen, is frequency. How much does it beat you? Again, that's my definition. But the official definition is how much amount of vibration is done over time. So we're gonna be comparing these 3 with the other 4 types of arcs that I told you about and see which one of them is the most dangerous arc, and you should be always cautious when dealing with such kind of power. Okay guys, now the first one that I showed you is right here. This one is the one with the big arc, or the longest arc that I yet made. Well, as you saw earlier, the voltage it says 150 kilovolt. So we're gonna having it at that. Let's just say 150 kilovolts. 150 kilovolts, which is the biggest that I yet ever made. And the amount of current, as you all saw, it isn't that thick, it isn't that significant. It's just really tiny streak of electrons, so it's gonna be very low. The frequency, well, as you saw, the frequency was too low. It has a frequency of well, 1 2 3 4, around 4 hertz. Is right here, 4 hertz. Let's just say this is hertz, 4 hertz. And now the last one is how dangerous is this arc truly when you measure it. I give it a range of 1 to 10. Now, judging on the voltage, the current, and the frequency, I say the danger level in the drums, I gave it a 3. Yes, a 3. But mind you can always give me your comments and tell me what range do you think it is. So write it down in the comments. Yeah, and yeah, it is 3, which is not that much dangerous, but it's still, well, you could, but you still gotta be cautious. So yeah, it definitely is not gonna kill you. So we can generally say, just say it is relatively safe. Now, the second one is the type of arc that I made a while back with a ZVS circuit, and also the one with a transistor. I created this type of arc. Looks pretty neat. It's purple, and the reason it's purple because while colliding with the air, it creates an ultraviolet light and a violet light. Okay, this is what our second type of arc looks like. I said violet because it has a violet color, unlike others. So, right here, this arc, well, according to my measurements, this voltage has around, let's just say 2 centimeters to 30, around 60, let's just say 60 kilovolts. Let's just say that. Now this one is relatively lower than the first one because it's really shorter, and this one is the biggest. Now I feel like the current is slightly higher than the first one. I think so, yeah. Let's just say it's a little bit higher. Now, the third one is frequency. Did a while back. I made the calculations using the resonance frequency, kilohertz, which is way more significant than the first one. At least like around 600 times. Yeah, 600 times. So yeah, 25, 60 volt and slightly higher. I give the danger level, it counts a drum, around 5. And I give the 5 because of the frequency. The frequency must not be trifled with. And well, based on this clip, you shouldn't do what I did. So yeah, just be careful. I give it a 5, and you always have the right to scale it on your own. And don't forget to tell me in the comments. Oh, I almost forgot. This is for this one. Sorry, I forgot. Now, the third one. And I think you guys know the third, what's gonna be. Guys, so that arc is pretty dangerous, and do not travel with it. Do not try it at home. This kind of discharge is really dangerous. Well, I say that to all arcs, so yeah, they're all dangerous. But the question is, the video still, how dangerous is it? Okay, now the third one is the high voltage, or as I call it, a discharge voltage. This voltage, well, 60 kilovolts. By the way, again, I forget the kilos. God. The current level, oh, this is big, thick. You got me, right? Current is very high. You can see it right here. So it is safe to say that it has a high current because the capacitor stores charge, and when a store charge exceeds the limit, it discharges itself. I'll say it is high. It is still the highest than the 3. The frequency was about, if I counted it right, 5 hertz. I'm not talking about a sine wave. I'm talking about beats. How many beats was there, if you know what I'm saying? Which, I'm not gonna say it will shock you, because definitely you don't wanna try to touch that thing. Even I fear it, because I've experienced it. It's really painful. It will shock the shit out of you. I'm gonna give a scale of, hit the drums for the third time, with a 7. Now we've come to the last part, ladies and gentlemen. And the fourth one, I still hadn't made it. Yeah, failure, right? But it's not a clickbait. The reason that I haven't made this kind of voltage yet is due to its requirement of huge input of current. And if you see this kind of voltage supply, it gives about 15 volts and not much current. Maximum of 2, I guess. This type of arc is what you see in the transformers that found in the streets. I forgot their scientific name. But those kind of transformers carry a lot of current. Electric maintenance climb there, they make sure that they are very insulated. 10 to 100 kilo. The amount of current, very powerful, immeasurable perhaps. Arrow is pretty big, as you can see it. The frequency can range anywhere from 1 kilo of megahertz. And finally, the amount of danger, or the scale that I want to put in. Well, one last drum, ladies and gentlemen. I gave it a solid 11. The reason that I gave 11, because it's not only dangerous, it's lethal. It could kill you. This kind of voltages are really dangerous to deal with. Electric engineers and electricians, they are prone to this kind of danger. An 11, imagine that. You see, this kind of voltage has a high current and high voltage. And due to that, there's something called stretching. I call it that. Now, 10 kilovolts is about 2 millimeters, I guess. An arc is formed. If you try to stretch it, it could go to like 1 meter in length. You can't run quickly away from it. And it is scientifically proven that 1 amp of any kind of high voltage is lethal. Yeah, so till next time, we're gonna see each other. And don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment anything down below. See you in a bit.